quick review of the book Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience. A joyful life is an individual creation that cannot be copied from a recipe. Flow. Aristotle, more than anything else, men and women seek happiness. While happiness itself is sought for its own sake, every other goal, health, beauty, money, or power, is valued only because we expect that it will make you happy. Despite the fact that we are now healthier and grow to be older, despite the fact that even the least affluent amongst us are surrounded by material luxuries undreamed of even a few decades ago, people often end up feeling that their lives have been wasted, and instead of being filled with happiness, their years were spent in anxiety and boredom. Is this a pervasive malaise that often sours even our most precious moments as a result of us seeking happiness in the wrong places? Happiness, in fact, is a condition that must be prepared for, cultivated, and defined privately by each person. People who learn to control inner experience will be able to determine the quality of their lives, which is as close as any of us can come to being happy. It is by being fully involved with every detail of our lives, whether good or bad, that we find happiness, not by trying to look for it directly. Viktor Frankl. Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you're going to miss it. For success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue, as the unintended side effect of one's personal dedication to a cause greater than oneself. The best moments usually occur when a person's body or mind is stretched to its limits in a voluntary effort to accomplish something difficult and worthwhile. Optimal experience is thus something we can make happen. For each person, there are thousands of opportunities, challenges to expand ourselves. Such experiences are not pleasant at the time they occur. The muscles might have ached during his most memorable race, his lungs might have felt like exploding, and he might have been dizzy with fatigue. Yet these could have been the best moments of his life. Getting control of life is definitely painful, but in the long run, optimal experiences add up to a sense of mastery. Flow. The state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience itself is so enjoyable that people would do it even at great cost for the sheer sake of doing it. What would really satisfy people is feeling good about their lives. Optimal experience depends on the ability to control what happens in consciousness, moment by moment. By stretching skills, by reaching towards high challenges, such a person becomes an increasingly extraordinary individual. Flow. To pursue whatever they are doing for its own sake. Activities that consistently produce flow. Sports, games, art, and hobbies. Physical and sensory skills ranging from athletics to music to yoga, or through the development of symbolic skills such as poetry, philosophy, and mathematics. Join all experience into a meaningful pattern. When that is accomplished, and a person feels in control of life and feels that it makes sense, there is nothing else to desire. When people try to achieve happiness, they usually seek to maximize pleasures that are either biologically programmed in their genes or are out as attractive by the society in which they live. Wealth, power, and sex become the chief goals that give direction to their strivings, but the quality of life cannot be improved this way. We should keep on learning how to master external environment, because our physical survival may depend on it, but such mastery is not going to add one jot to how good we as individuals feel, or reduce the chaos of the world as we experience it. To do that, we must learn to achieve mastery over consciousness itself. Each of us has a picture, however vague, of what we would like to accomplish before we die. How close we get to attain this goal becomes a measure of the quality of our lives. For the majority of people on this earth, life goals are simple: to survive, to leave children, who will in turn survive, and if possible to do so with a certain amount of comfort and dignity. But as soon as these basic problems of survival are solved, merely having enough food and a comfortable shelter is no longer sufficient to make people content. Escalate goals. Enjoy the struggle along the way. The problem arises when people are so fixated on what they want to achieve that they cease to derive pleasure from the present. When that happens, they forfeit the chance for contentment. People who, regardless of their material conditions, have been able to improve the quality of their lives, who are satisfied, have a way of making those around them also a bit more happy. Such individuals lead vigorous lives,